Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your love message from February 10th through the 13th. It is good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sag. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading, and there are 8 billion people on the planet, so naturally this isn't going to resonate with everyone that watches. This is just the message I've channeled today for you guys. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign on my other channel, Soma, Chandra Tarot. If this doesn't resonate, you could find your messages there. And you can watch messages, sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied tonight, you guys, for all 12 Zodiac signs. If you want to book a private reading, the link to my website's in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma, Chandra, Libra. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for both Libra and Sagittarius exclusively on this channel. Why? Because I want to. My chart's heavy in Sagittarius and Libra. I kind of specialize in your signs. I very much enjoy reading for Sag. Leo is my favorite all-time Zodiac sign, but you're my favorite fire sign. You're like best in category, you know? All right, let's get into it. I've babbled on long enough. I think that you might circle back around to somebody, but I'm not really sure, Sagittarius. I don't think communication between you and this person is great. I used some oracle cards from the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown deck to help you get a look at this person on a deeper level so that you understand where they're coming from. This person does have regrets to a degree, and I do think they want to talk to you again. New relationship, I'm not even interested. My pride and ego is bruised. I'm afraid to tell you the truth. This person did go off and have a new relationship, or they attempted to. That didn't interest them very much. I think that this is a very prideful person, and their pride and ego has been bruised by love, and possibly by you and maybe by others. They're afraid to talk to you. They're afraid to, not afraid to contact you, but they're afraid to open up and tell you the truth. I was surprised by your cards. Keep in mind, things could be opposite and roles could be in reverse, okay? And this kind of all bleeds over into, I think, what's happening between the two of you. What you had to say, Sagittarius, is, I'm seeing a different side of you. Second chance. My opinion just changed. Please forgive me. You might have been operating under somewhat of a false impression about this person. You might have been angry at them for something. I'm seeing a different side of you, and my opinion just changed. Tells me that what you thought was true about this person, perhaps you're seeing some other sides to them as well. And you think you want a second chance. You seem to want forgiveness. I can already hear some of you saying, I don't want to be forgiven. That's fine, if you're perfect and all. No offense. But I know that not all of you want forgiveness. Perhaps you want this person to say they're sorry. Someone does regret their decision. Someone regrets their decision. I used just 2 tarot decks and the oracle decks. This is what this person thinks about you. 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, Ace of Swords. I don't see this card combination very often. This person had a blast with you. I think they just want to have fun and go out and celebrate, or like, wow, it was really great with Sag. The 9 of Cups comes out a lot when I read for Sagittarius or about Sagittarius. You guys are so fun. Like drinks on the house, that's Sag. You guys are happy, lighthearted, super happy and lighthearted. This person has regrets. They're bummed out. They want to talk to you again. That's my breakthrough reconciliation. They just want to talk to you. This Ace of Swords is about the truth. I suspect you're dealing with a Libra or an air sign, or maybe another Sagittarius even. They want to talk. And I don't know, initially I thought that you were like, nope, I'm not really interested. I think you're on the fence. To be perfectly honest, you seem on the fence. I think you're going to be good either way. Those oracle cards could be just like a fleeting feeling, because your Temperance, there you are. You threw your own card. Kind of the cold shoulder, death, the Wheel of Fortune. So the first way I interpret this is, I don't really have a lot of emotion to show you. I'm definitely okay with the ending. Thank you for the karmic lesson and the spiritual growth. I'm just going to roll on. But it's also possible that you know that you could bring calm and peace and balance to this situation. You could have a rebirth with them, but the relationship would have to bring expansion. Nah, it looks like for you, it's kind of over. And to be honest, the oracle cards don't entirely match up with the tarot. It's more that I think you maybe just want to have a friendship with this person. This person's showing us the Judge and the Nectar, and they came in the upright. This person is a very stern person. They're a very honest person. They can be harsh and judgmental at times. This person struggles with black and white thinking. At times they can be a know-it-all, but they do want honesty. They might have judged you. They might be a counselor of some kind as well. So they have a judgmental streak, but they just want to be honest at this point. The Nectar is a beautiful card. This person, there's a duality to this person. Sounds like a typical human being to me, actually, Sagittarius. While they have this judgmental side and this very black and white side and this very stern side, they do want to be honest. And they also very much want to bring this nectar to the relationship. This person's showing us the nectar, which is a healing elixir. There's also something very charismatic and sensual about this person. And the message of nectar is they want to turn poison and something unhealthy into something that is healing and healthy. And I was like, whoa, this person wants to make something right. That's what this person goes through on a deep soul level. You're showing me some interesting energy. The empty room, this just came out for Libra the other day when I read for them, and the animal in reverse. So this is the void. This is kind of like death and the tower together, where you have cleared out your soul and cleared out your space. You are sitting with kind of an emptiness or a nothingness. And when the empty room comes out, you have to just be uncomfortable with like silence or quiet or a boredom even, so that you can consciously, carefully pick and choose what you put in your room, which is what you fill your life with. You're feeling a bit like a caged animal here. Now, this person might know this about you, and they might be trying to tempt you with their nectar. They sometimes might be a little overbearing as well. Like they might say to you, I'm the right person for you. I'm the one you need. I think that the relationship makes you feel a little frustrated and caged to a degree, but this is just your energy separate from them. I think that there's like this animal inside of you that wants to get out. A lot of people have felt really trapped and caged because of COVID as well. I think that your instincts are a little off about this person also, with the animal in reverse. And what's between the two of you is the sword. Ironically, I've got the Page of Swords here. The sword is where someone refuses to communicate and tell the truth. Someone's having a really hard time raising their sword, which is that sword of discernment, and speaking truth. This is a mutual energy between the two of you. And it's interesting, when I was shuffling this deck that my daughter made for us last week, I kept seeing I can't even decide and I'm jealous coming out, which tells me there is a competitiveness between the two of you. So you might compete to get, I thought that card was going to come out actually, the I'm jealous card. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this. The point I'm making is that someone has a hard time, like you guys have a hard time being really honest with each other without trying to one-up each other maybe. So communication's not good. And it's also possible that with the animal coming out for you and the judge coming out, it's like the two of you might fight if you got together and talked. And I don't think anybody wants to do that. Although I do think this person will to a degree. This seemed like a complex, interesting relationship. So in the past, Sagittarius, it was the Nine of Cups. And I got the Lovers, the Fool, and then the Five of Cups. Something happened here. I think that it was just absolutely blissful for one or the both of you. Woohoo! Amazing. The sex was great. You drank. You had a great time. But I don't think someone would commit, or someone just walked away from it and left the other person kind of sad. Who's who? I don't know, because this is a general reading. Currently, somebody really wants to communicate. I think it's your person. They're watching and they're waiting. I think you've told them to back off, or someone won't. It's like anytime you guys do communicate, someone feels the need to stand their ground and defend themselves. And so now it's like, I think this person knows you don't really want to talk to them. Or if you do communicate, there's this frustration. I also think that someone would need to give up their carefree ways, and that might have been discussed. This person might have discussed that with you. Actually, they're the ones that's discussing it with you. I feel a lot of cross watchers here. That's why I say reverse the roles. You could, because this person's the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm like, hi, cross watcher. But you could be the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. It just, this could even be an X. But the current energy between the two of you is the Five of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups, or Two of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Hermit in reverse. So right now, I think you're avoiding communicating with one another. This is conflict avoidance. You might also have a similar friend circle, and that might have been a problem, or there was competition. There's that competitiveness with the Sword in reverse and the Judge. Like, I think there's conflict avoidance. With the Two and the Three of Wands here and the Page of Swords, someone's definitely watching the other person, waiting to see if you're communicating with other people, if you're going to communicate with them. Someone's kind of keeping tabs, but it's painful. And so there's this withdrawing into silence. I don't know if you're ready to talk to them. Someone is like watching to see something, but there's been this painful ending, and someone's withdrawn into silence. The first thing I heard when I saw this was, it's too much for me right now. I can't take it. Someone might be in denial about how painful it was for the other person, or someone is in denial and has a hard time processing their own pain. And so they're just naturally conflict avoidant. And that might be why the Sword is in reverse. So this person on a deeper level, the Tower, the Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So check it out. This person will tear everything down and start over and rebuild with you. But they have huge boundaries in place at this point. And I think that this person might have been overly generous with you in the past, Sagittarius. They might have given and given and given to you, and then put you in a situation where you felt awkward and you did not want to return it to them. There was a one-sidedness to the relationship. It might not have always been that way, but I think it became that way. So what I see from this on a deeper level with this person is, I'll tear everything down and rebuild. I'm still willing to hang in there with Sagittarius, but I have better boundaries now, or I'm guarded. It's like they're ready to give up here with you. But I think this person would be willing to give it a go again, because their new relationships didn't really work out for them. They do have quite an ego here, and they're afraid to tell you the truth, but they wouldn't be so generous this time. They would want to receive. They're acknowledging on their end that the relationship was one-sided in some way, maybe even financially. This person sees themselves as the Empress. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, or an Earth sign. They see themselves as the Empress. They see themselves as very mature and beautiful. Also, maybe Scorpio here. This person's kind of a bougie person. The way they feel about you is the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm throwing feminine energy on this side of the reading. This person's definitely not living in a fantasy land. When I see the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is new relationship, not even interested. They don't want to be on the market. And they also don't like the choices that they have. And I don't know, I think they feel like you're the one for them. But they're a very grounded, traditional person. Or they're just with an Earth sign or a Libra right now. They could be married also. And they are not living in any fantasies about you. This could be a married person also. It doesn't have to be. They could also live at home with their mother. Their action towards you is the Eight of Wands in reverse and the World in reverse. You could be at a distance from this person. They are very frustrated, but they're not going to communicate with you. If they were messaging you a lot, they're not going to message you very much anymore. They're going to let it be. They're just going to kind of sit here and wait. This person feels as though there's something unrequited between the two of you. They aren't going to chase you to complete the cycle. I think that they want to with the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Tower here. It's like they're not going anywhere, but they're not going to chase you at this point. An Empress and the Queen of Pentacles will just sit pretty. For some of you, this person is married, but they're just hanging in there. They're not going to give so much. They might have given too much in the past, whether you ask them to or not. What's between the two of you is the Two of Swords. So there is an avoidance. And the problem or the challenges at this point is the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups. You could have a child with this person, but not necessarily. Someone feels very guilty, but someone cheats themselves and kids themselves. These cards together say, I feel guilty, I'm sorry. There is a vulnerability. Someone might be somewhat emotionally immature. This looks like an apology and some guilt that needs to be acknowledged and given. And I don't know, I have a feeling that this person would just love that if you did that. Like, not in a great way either. It's like they feel the need to judge you and accept your apology and then kiss it and make it all better. This person might have a manipulative side to them that they are unaware of. Or this is just not manipulative. That's not even the right word. This is just who they are. But there is no talking between the two of you at the moment. It's a difficult choice to cough it up and speak to this person, because this Empress and this Queen of Pentacles can be real set in their ways. Even if it's a man, they could be one of the more feminine signs and throwing that energy. They do want to make it right and they do want to fix it. But you're feeling kind of caged and stuck. This person does want to be with you, but I think some things have to change for the two of you to come into alignment. This person is frustrated and impatient, and I don't think they have any other choices that make them happy. You're showing me the Two of Pentacles. You're kind of busy right now, Sag, and the way you feel is the Three of Cups and the Sun. So you'll do that with this person or without them. You want happiness. You want clarity. Some of you are at a distance from this person and they live in a sunny state, or you live in a warm, sunny place or climate or state. You do just want to be with your friends and have fun. With this person, I have the Moon in reverse to the Five of Swords as your action towards them. You have a lot of repressed emotions with them. And I do see that on your end, something happened between the two of you. You would be willing to make an amends with them, but you're still salty and you're not 100% sure how you feel about it. You just want happiness in your life. It's also possible that if you don't have bad blood between you and this person and an apology and an amends needs to be made, someone's having a hard time being flexible and adaptable and getting out of a situation they're currently in that they don't want to be in. And someone just isn't willing to be a soldier or a warrior and put up much of a fight. And that's you. This person might be trapped in a marriage they're not happy in. And they know that they need to just get out of it, but they won't. They just won't. Because they have the finer things in life possibly, and they're a bougie princess in that relationship. They also might have a child. I shouldn't say it like that, bougie princess. But we get very comfortable in sometimes when we're married. This person might also not work with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, one way or the other. They might be dependent on something financially. I'm just hearing that now. But I think, honestly, you just kind of want the path of least resistance, and you're not really sure how you feel about this person. And I don't know that you are feeling like you can do a lot of conflict and drama right now, because your deeper feelings are the Four of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're happy to have a new cup of love in your life. I do think you felt kind of bored and stagnant for a while, but you're not going to put too much work into this. I chuckled when I saw this. I was like, yep, they're not going to know. You're all about the fun and the happiness. But you're kind of busy right now, Sag, and you are not going to put any work into this. You don't want to. With the Five of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I think you're like, just look, yeah, I'm happy to have a cup of love. I do want to start something new in my life. Maybe we could have an amends. Here's your apology or whatever. Maybe, I have a cup of love for you. But I'm not going to tinker and work on this, and I'm not going to fight with you. I see disinterest and putting a lot of work into something, but someone wants to come back and circle back. Somebody would have to apologize and be honest. I think that someone's just waiting to hear from you, Sagittarius. And it really was lovely in the past, but someone I think just didn't commit. Either that or an Aries came on the scene, and or a Gemini maybe. Because I have Gemini, I have Virgo, I have Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fixed signs, Libra, Taurus here, Scorpio. So it could be any sign. You just need to know that this person, there's something that this person's afraid to tell you. They might be the one afraid to open up and be vulnerable with you. The issue is just there's no communication and you're just feeling kind of caged. I think this person does definitely want to heal things with you. They're very black and white. This person could have like ADHD or Asperger's syndrome. They could be an Aries too, like have Aries in their chart where they're just, or maybe Scorpio, where sometimes a judgmental side or a temper gets the better of them. They do want to make it right. I think this person's somewhat complicated, and I think that you're not going for complicated right now. But there seems to be something between the two of you that you have changed your opinion about. Maybe they finally showed you the nectar. I bet you anything this judge energy was in reverse with this person for a while, and they were shitty to you because something happened. I think you went off and did something else and didn't really want to be with them. And I suspect this person has kind of energetically chased you a little bit. Maybe you've kept tabs on each other. Maybe it's in the reverse. But for each of you, I just changed my opinion and I see a different side of you. That could be a positive thing or a negative thing. Somebody does want a second chance and forgiveness. There is unfinished business. But there is also, what's at the bottom of this deck? What would happen moving forward? Unfinished business. I don't know. I think it'd be something quickly moved. It would be maybe like a passion project. It would give someone attention. Yeah, you guys wouldn't have a productive conversation. I think someone's just noticing you. Justice being served. I think there's a Libra involved. Somebody wants justice served. Or this was just a karmic lesson. When justice comes out, it's like you get what you give. This is the cause and effect. This is the effects of what has happened up until now. There is something here between the two of you with the Two of Cups. It's just in reverse. I think you're just going to go have fun, Sag, and keep yourself busy. I think that you feel like you're just like, I don't know. I am pretty emotional about you, and I'm just starting to understand my feelings about you, and I'm barely ready to reconcile. Yeah, so that seems to be what's happening between you and your person, Sag. All right, so that's your reading from the 10th through the 13th. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. You can book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. Link to the website's in the description below. And check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Tarot, for all 12 Zodiac signs. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.